we got a long ways to go. There's still a lot of getting to know each other, getting to know actions. There's some turnovers that we can clean up, but that all comes with us just practicing and playing games. Um, we're a ways away, but I think you guys can see we're getting better and we're a different team than last year.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Farbad.
Hey, PG, congratulations and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So these last two games feel like they were the perfect test for you guys to see kind of your mental resolve. What have you gotten out of these last two games? Because they both could have gone either way when, the lead was dwindling down, but instead you kept the resolve.
I mean, we're just playing from start to finish. I think that's what the biggest takeaway is. We're playing from the time the ball is tipped up to the time there's zeros all across the board. This team is playing a full game. We're gonna have lapses, and that's where we'll clean up. But I think overall we're playing a full game.
Thank you. Next up, Ohm.
PG, Merry Christmas. You've talked about how much poise this team has shown now in these last two games. This game, though, you see Kawhi go down. Denver's starting to get hot. Jamal Murray, they're coming at you guys, and you guys made play after play. And you had told us back in December, like, it didn't sit well with you the way everything went down at the end to Denver and that it kind of haunted you. What did tonight, this game, holding them off, do for you and for the team?
Nothing. I kind of buried left last year in the bubble. That did nothing. Fact is, this is a new season, a new team, new goals, new everything. And so it did nothing. Like I said, I buried that. I was ready and poised and confident coming into this year. And I was prepared coming into this season.
And how worried were you when you saw Kawhi down on the floor there, bloodied up?
Really worried. I was thinking of, the worst. I didn't know if he was concussed or how hard of a hit or what actually happened because I didn't see. I just saw him laying on the ground. So, that was first and foremost was just making sure he was okay.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you. Next up, Justin Russo.
Hey, Paul, happy holidays and congrats on the win, sir.
Thank you.
You finished with a team high 9 assists tonight, and you were very proficient with your pick and roll passing, especially on skip passes to the weak side corner. 2 years ago in OKC, you showed a great deal of ability to be able to do that. Is that something we can expect to see out of you more and more as the year goes along?
Yeah. I mean, I'm confident. My shoulders are stronger. My body is stronger. I'm in a better basketball shape coming into the year. And I'm just getting back to playing ball.
Thank you. Next, Sabrina.
Hey, Paul, congrats on the win. Ty has talked a lot about, making the next play, like when the first action gets shut down, being able to continue to run the offense. How do you feel like you guys are able to do that today, especially against a team that trapped and pressured so much?
I mean, I thought you guys saw it. Play broke down. We kept swinging it. We didn't hold it. We got into multiple pick and rolls, multiple actions. We put the ball on the ground from reversing it from one side of the floor to the other side. We just kept attacking. We've been doing that for the first two games. And I think we're getting better at it.
How do you make sure you keep doing that?
Just trust.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks. We have time for one more question. We'll go to Esteban Abed. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly.
It's okay. Thank you. Hello from Córdoba, Argentina. Merry Christmas. You have a great night in the first half from 3-point line. Did it help to control the game and resist the Nuggets return attempts in the second half?
Say that again. Ask that again.
No. In the first half, the team have a 3-point line. Very good night, very great night. Did it help you and the team to control the game and resist the Nuggets return in the second half?
Yeah.
Thanks.
we'll squeeze in one last question
Yeah.
and go to Farbad.
Hey, Paul, can you just talk about how big Nicholas Batum has been? I mean, tonight it felt like he was playing close to how he was in his prime.
Yeah, I think tonight was probably I mean, we only 2 games in of the regular season, but I thought tonight was a full glimpse of what he can do. And he brought up something that was interesting. He haven't played for 18 months, and that was pretty interesting. You know, because it's going to take a while for him to get back into a basketball flow and get into a rhythm. You know, so I thought he looked good. I thought, you know, he's a big piece. He can do a little bit of everything at a high level.
I didn't even see it. He's still getting evaluated right now. I'm not sure. I didn't even see what happened.
How worried are you about him?
He's gonna be fine. He got up and walked on the floor, so he's good.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Next up, Andrew Gray.
Hey, Ty, this is, you know, he wasn't on the floor for the last 6 minutes there. Denver's barreling down. This is now 2 straight games where you guys have fought off a team making a run. What has this team shown you through 2 games in terms of its, I guess, mental toughness?
Just being resilient. You know, like I said, Denver's a great team. They went to the Western Conference Finals last year, and they have some really good players. So they're gonna make a run, especially at home. I thought we just kept our composure. You know, that second unit they brought in started traveling a little bit more, started pressing a little bit more, getting into our handle and stuff like that. So we just got to do a better job just taking care of the basketball. But overall, I thought we did a great job of sharing the basketball, you know, having 32 assists. We went to Kawhi and PG. When they had one-on-one matchups, they went to work. When they double team, they did a good job of sharing the basketball. So that's the way we want to play. You know, we want to take advantage of mismatches. If they come in double, we want to make sure we make the extra pass and drive and kick and make another pass for somebody else to get a shot.
Next, Ty.
Thank you. Next up, Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. Good evening and happy holidays.
Yes, sir. Happy holidays.
Thank you, sir. Can you speak about the good minutes that Patrick Patterson gave you tonight off the bench? I thought he did a really good job, and I just want to hear you rave about him for a little while.
Well, he's phenomenal. You know, he was phenomenal last year, and they call him Stay Ready. You know, and our coaches call him Stay Ready. And you know, he came in and played some 5. He played some 4. He was able to mix it up. Knows all the plays from different positions. So he's always ready, and that's a valuable player. You know, for this team is, you know, no matter what, he's always going to stay ready and be ready to play. He knows the plays, he knows the defensive schemes, and it's just great to have somebody like that, a veteran on your team that understands and knows the game and knows how to play.
Thank you. Next up, Cam.
Hey, happy holidays, Ty.
Happy holidays.
Hey, could you speak about the experience and knowledge of the game that Nick Batum and Serge Ibaka bring to the floor? Those guys just seem to do a lot of things that don't show up in the stats that just provide solid basketball play for you. Can you elaborate on what they bring?
Just great basketball IQs. I think with Serge's shooting ability, it puts 5s and centers in bad positions, you know, because he can pop and then you try to get back to him, he can put it on the floor. Then if you're up too high, he can roll and finish at the basket, or he can make plays. You see he hit Lou for a big 3 that Lou made at the end of the game. They kind of sealed the game for us. So just his IQ, his defensive presence, his talking on the defensive end is really good. And Nick, just all around, you know, really all around great player. You know, he can handle the basketball, he can shoot it, he can post, he can pass, and he can defend. You know, he can play multiple positions on the defensive end, switching 1 through 5. Then also on the offensive end, he can play some 2, 3, and 4. So he's very valuable, and also just knowing and reading the game.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. We have time for 1 or 2 more. We'll go to Tomer.
Hey, Ty, congrats on the win. I'm just
Thank
curious. You guys have put forth 2 pretty impressive performances now against 2 of the top teams in the West. I guess just how far along are you in terms of where you want to be as a team?
We still got a lot of work to do. Like I said, it's going to be a process for the first couple of months. Just getting acclimated to one another, just trying to pick up the offense. You know, I think me personally, and the coaches said no, but I just think we're behind offensively a lot to be able to take advantage of some mismatches. But defensively, you know, we got a really good team, very versatile team, and we're just going to get better and better defensively. But, you know, offensively, just keep picking up what we're doing, keep sharing the basketball. And in that first half, you know, the ball was hopping. And then I think second half, you know, Coach Malone decided to play a little one-on-one and then PG and Kawhi got going a little bit. So, we want to be able to play both ways. We want to play through our best players. And when they don't have it, we got to move the basketball and share it and get, easy and open shots.
Thank you.
Time for one more question. Farbod, go ahead.
Hey, Ty, congratulations on the win and happy holidays. I just want to ask, there's a scary moment. It's turned to an 11-point game. Kawhi goes down and Jamal Murray's like a flamethrower. What were the guys saying to keep their composure? What was the mentality of everybody? Because that could have been a real turner of a moment.
Well, nothing was said. We just, next man up. And, we know Kawhi, is a great player, but we got to have the mindset that if he goes down, everybody has to be able to step up. And I thought Serge, I thought Lou, Pat Beverly made a big shot. And of course, PG, I thought, and Nick was great as well. So I think when they came back and they, they kind of jumped the game up, pressing and double teaming and, just trying to spark some energy. And they did that. But we was able to,